we're talking about AP or we're talking about dual credit or dual enrollment programs, how do you make sure that students are actually going to be ready to do the next thing? So when I was at UT Austin, I would teach freshmen sometimes, and so I remember I had one student from the inner city Houston school, and he had stopped turning his papers in. So I had him come in to visit with me and what's going on, and he was just beat down. And he said, he had been a star in his high school. He won all the academic awards. He'd gotten A's in his dual credit courses and his AP courses. And he said, I thought I was going to come here and I was going to dominate. I was going to go to medical school, become a doctor, and go back to my community. And he was really struggling as he was taking chemistry and calculus and biology all at the same time. So I'm one of the things I'm particularly wary of in some of these courses, dual credit courses, AP courses, is when you have one grade that counts for college credit and for the high school credit. So it's hard to make sure, especially hard to make sure that the grades are going to be consistent and aligned with the kinds of grades that students would get in their college courses. So that's why we went the direction of having two grades. So we have the high school course that the high school teachers would grade. And then we also had a separate online course where we had the instructor record was university faculty and graders from the university and other universities around the nation that we enlisted. We did a lot of training and a lot of work to make sure that the grading would be consistent. So you can just give a clear signal to students. So sometimes students might get an A in their high school class and a C in their college course. And what you would want to see over time is those grades start to converge both on the student side and also on the high school teacher side, as the high school teachers also recalibrated and got a better sense of what the expectations would look like. And a lot of times it wasn't like, and I'm wary of folks talking about this in terms of rigor, because it might just be in terms of the nature of what the expectations would look like. So it was less sort of just like reflecting information back that the students got in a lecture, that kind of thing, and more students really delving into analysis or being able to formulate a problem. So students being asked to do different kinds of things than they'd been asked to do in typical high school courses. So I feel like that these things aren't very well aligned, and currently in the ways that we use our grades, the ways that our public school accountability systems operate, create disincentives for that alignment. So I'm really wary of some of the kind of breathless enthusiasm about let's get students to earn as many college credits as they can while they're in high school. I think it would be better for students to take fewer courses, but make sure they're really good courses. They're really high quality courses that align with what students are going to be asked to do next. So students have clear signals. Because frankly, by the time the students get to the higher ed institutions like Georgetown and UT Austin and other institutions, they're much more humane than they were when all of us were in college. They're getting a lot better at supporting students and keeping students on track. But a lot of those support, so like at UT Austin, they would say a student got into the calculus course and they were struggling, then they had mechanisms where students could have a no-fault drop from the course and be able to try the course again, or maybe go into a preparation for a calculus course and then take the calculus course. But by that point, what we're talking about is a student already being off track to complete their STEM major. It's effectively a path out of STEM fields. And so you'll see 20 or 30% of students from diverse backgrounds not completing in those majors that they had started in. So they'll complete at the university, but not in the STEM fields, that kind of thing. So again, I think that we've got a lot of work to do to make sure that students have clear signals about what those expectations are, and that the students and the teachers are going to be appropriately supported in being able to meet those expectations.